currently at +1 for the day.
Well, this lake that is a real feature here in the closing holes at TPC River Highlands comes into play also off the tee at 17.
The most intimidating shot on the golf course, the tee shot here at 17. Bail left, you could find the bunkers, and if you bail right, you better bring your waders.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Yeah, that was a safe play.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done. "13 feet to the hole." Hey, nice looking line. Let's try and make this one. And only drop the one shot. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Trailing by a few shots after that hole.
The finishing hole at TPC River Highlands has gone through a few adjustments over the last handful of years, and it's also seen a very significant moment in the history of the PGA Tour.
Plenty of fantastic moments here. Tee shot goes back up the hill, over a rise, semi-blind tee shot, find the fairway, and you're going to have an excellent look at the green and a possibility of making birdie.
It was the site of the lowest ever round recorded on the PGA Tour, a 58 if you don't mind.
This one heading towards the green.
Well, he means business, coming out, hitting shots like that against HV3. I think Harold's just as surprised as I am.
Appears to have overcooked this one.
A solid round of 72 here if you can make this putt. And down she goes, so it's tournament over now. Sadly, no back-to-back victories here for this player, Rich, but you'd have to be impressed with their performance overall.
Luke, unfortunately not getting the back-to-back wins. Came ever so close, but unfortunately coming up just a little bit shy. Still awfully impressed with this week's work.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
Pga Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
We're at the John Deere Classic. Today's coverage is about to begin.
Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Yeah, thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event.
All right on 20 feet. This is a great momentum putt.
This is their look at birdie.
That'll sting a bit. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
And he finds himself in a tie for third.
We've arrived at a par 5.
You want to cut the corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, a very straightforward second shot will set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
The second hole at TPC Deer Run, Rich, really gettable for the players.
Most players will go for this green into Luke. Knock it on. Can easily make birdie, maybe an eagle. Get a little careless, missing to the left or the right from the green. Pars and bogeys are had as well.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
It's got a chance. Ouch, that hurts.
And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill, blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Absolutely flushed. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one.
Solid par putt, that.
The Englishman Justin Rose currently leading this tournament, playing nicely on top.
Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Par 4, 448 yards, sweeping dogleg left to right, big tree in the middle, missed that, and you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got about 140, I'd say.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
This one is chewing fiber.
And a good look at a birdie here.
Yeah, we'll take that.
And that will take him to 1 under.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Why don't we catch up with Ricky Fowler?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going.
And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
TPC Deer Run, Rich, is full of forced carries, and the 5th is no different.
I love the second shot. Should you find the fairway, you have a very simple shot down the hill where you can see the entirety of the green. You will go flag hunting with your second at the 5th.
And this would be a great par putt if he can make this. It was on a good line. 3 feet to go here to the hole. That's frustrating.
And just a little bit of work was all that was needed to finish up there. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Sitting at 1 over for the event.
Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, and make your birdie.
Bit untidy, wasn't it?
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place.
That putt went a bit long there. Looks like they may have pushed that one. Putting for a bogey.
Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. This is a good chance. Oh, so close. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Oh, well done. Second shot here on the 8th. Needs this one to kick right. And he's safely on the green. A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make. Ooh, right by the hole. It's just about 3 feet away.
This for par.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich.
This player is making a statement with that approach shot. I think this rivalry with Ricky Fowler is really inspiring him to fire at those flags.
An opportunity to make their par. And just with 9 holes remaining, Rich, what do you think here is going to happen for this player?
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
An outstanding performer with already 5 wins under their belt.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. 3 behind our leader. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And finishing this hole with a little tap in. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. He's currently tied for 6th.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Sitting at 2 over, currently tied for 6th. Going with the 8-iron here. This one needs to kick left. A quality shot, that. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Okay, steady now. It's just about 3 feet away. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we?
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
opting for the 3-wood. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Magical shot.
Absolutely. In there close. Good look at birdie coming up.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.